it's obviously a no-brainer that AI arts, if you can even call it art honestly, is something that is being promoted by so-called AI artists who are just uncreative people trying their best to feel like they have some sort of creativity. Because we live in a world where for some reason AI is being pushed in such high intensity, and in all of that intensity it's being pushed towards creative roles and creative expressions. You see AI trying its very hardest to create animations and movies and do all of these comic books and all of that stuff. And I'm trying to understand, what is it behind uncreative people or people who just simply lack creativity, trying their best to feel like they can belong into the spaces? Now, mind you, it really takes nothing to learn how to draw. And as far as I'm concerned, right, the only people who can't draw are people who don't have hands. And if you're someone who doesn't have hands, you literally still can't type in a prompt. So either way, you can't be either of the artists, right? You can't be a real artist, and you also can't be a AI artist with huge quotations, by the way, because you genuinely do not understand. I know a whole lot of artists, when they talk about art, they always talk about how it's about the passion and it's about, the emotion you put behind the artwork that you do. And yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly. That is true. But also, I would like to say that what even separates AI art from art in itself, it's not even just about the emotion or the expression or just what you're pouring into these things. It's just simply about the effort. It's simply about you being able to create whatever you please at any time you please. I feel like people do not really understand the beauty of having learned how to actually create art, because the only thing that is hindering you is literally just your imagination. There's nothing else. You can choose to draw an entire fight scene of Saitama fighting Barney, right? And if you were to put this into an AI generator, a prompt stupid app or whatever, it might create it, but I promise you that it's going to be lacking in so many areas. It's not going to have consistency. It's not even going to look good, right? Because 80% of the things AI creates, even when you can't spot problems in them, they're just so disgusting and they look so icky and weird and they don't feel real. You can genuinely see just how lacking in humanity it is. It's so robotic, and it makes no sense, because I don't understand why people are trying their hardest to promote these things and normalize these things like it's supposed to be okay. It's not okay. It shouldn't be okay. So I don't know why people are treating it like it is. It makes no sense. An artist thrives in the very fact that they can create whatever it is they please, and they can create it with a consistency. I promise you, right? Put in a prompt with an AI generator or one of those apps or anything, and let it try to create the same consistent picture over and over and over again. It probably won't be able to, but an artist can draw the same characters. Look at animations, for goodness sake. Even back to the old Disney animations, right, where they would have to hand draw each and every single frame themselves. It's that exact same thing. It's that consistency. Humans are consistent. And what even makes it funnier is that even across the wide span of animators and artists that usually take these drawings or animations, even though it's completely different people, by the way, they are still consistent. They do not make mistakes. They don't make errors. They have every single thing about the character correct. They don't miss they don't miss an expression on the character. They don't miss a wrinkle. They don't miss a hair strand. They don't miss anything. And look at Arcane, for example, right? It was like an animation spread across different people, but they drew every single thing with such beautiful consistency that it's insane. And yeah, they did do something stupid, like trying to create a freaking, cover photo for Arcane with AI, which was very dumb, by the way. But the thing is that AI is just so lacking in consistency. It's genuinely insane. And I will never understand why there's this big push for AI. And another thing that bothers me about AI, aside from even the fact that I'm talking about AI artists right now, is like, why does AI have to be realistic? Why does it have to have realism, right? It's like they're trying their hardest to make AI unrecognizable from reality. And why is that? Why should that even have to be a thing? Why in the world is this something that we're pushing towards? And I know it's a whole lot of brain dead people who are on the side of, appreciating this type of things or accepting them as normal. So it's like, it's not a whole lot of people. It's not a whole lot of people, but still, it takes things like this to lead to the complete and, unfortunate destruction of creativity, which I hope that isn't going to end up being the case at the end of this entire battle and war with AI.